Hey everyone, welcome back to an exciting episode of Let's Play Silent Hill 4 The Room. Well, it's been a while since I last made a new video of this game, simply because my computer crashed over the holidays and it didn't really help that the videos that I needed to make were unfortunately lost. So I had to make new ones now. Okay, so if you notice, the new ones are slightly better in quality. I did use Pinnacle Studios instead of Movie Maker simply because my Movie Maker did not recognize my Dazzle if I use Live or if I use the 2.6 older Vista one. But fortunately, the audio did improve, so you can hear some right side this time compared to the left. So hopefully, Silent I hope fixes your issue. Anyway, so if you notice that there's another haunting going on, this is a kind of rare haunting that's not always seen. This is where your stink starts to pour out bloody water, and what really distinguishes is the holy candle. Now, I'm kind of disappointed that I did lose my older files because I did actually happen to catch the ghost of Henry Townsend, which is another very rare haunting. Yeah, and when I first saw the impression of him, it kind of shit my pants, simply because he was scary and right in front of your face, and he was whispering too. Anyways, I digress. Hopefully next time. Anyways, now I'm going to explore this room that I just uh, broke, and obviously this will take out of my security deposit. So, Link or Henry Townsend will go inside the secret hole. Ding, 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 ding. And you notice that, oh, what is that stench? Holy shit, does it stink like hell? Oh, what have you been keeping in there, Joseph? Well, as curious as a bee, as Henry Townsend is, decides to be a man and explore this wretched secret room that's been trapped for the past 6 months. So, a conveniently bottle opens up and the bottle cap goes down the hole. We look up and, to our dismay, we see a body. Maybe that's the reason why it's been stinking so badly in this place. I kind of like the gasp that Henry Townsend makes. It kind of reminds me of how Link gasps in The Legend of Zelda. So basically, yeah, it is the 1121 man, Walter Sullivan, in all his glory. Dead as a doornail. Seen better days, but man, he looks really good for being a corpse, a 6-month-old corpse. And it's kind of trapped in a pipe. Okay, so if you try to investigate his coat pocket, you'll get the keys to liberation. Which means that we are able to finally escape our apartment room. Yeehaw! Anyways, so I'll try to escape this secret room. Now, I will get a little stuck here simply because when I was recording off my Dazzle, my computer screen was much more brighter than it was on the TV screen. I was kind of following the TV screen. It seemed like, so where the hell am I going to go? So, like, I kind of got back to my senses and look at the computer screen. It was so much brighter. Now, this is the reason I have the issue with most Silent Hill games. Some of them are too dark. So I'm just going to make sure that I have the brightness set on to the max. Okay, so leaving the secret room, this is the only time where I played the game where I experienced not one, but 2 hauntings in one sitting. Now, this is another one. This is the ghost of Jimmy Stone, which was the first victim that we saw earlier in the game. And basically, he wants to come out and party, and he expects to live off rent-free. So put a candle, let's sing. Jimmy Stone, we don't need you. Jimmy Stone, can you leave? We don't need you because you don't pay rent. Shoo, 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 hoo, hoo. And with that said, he's gone. But I'm sure we will be seeing him once more. So I'm going to be picking up this document in just a second, and I'll get this door open in just a few. Basically, this is a story of the numbers of victims that Walter Sullivan has killed before or is going to kill. And if you notice the last page, these are the victims that we actually know. Hey, look, we're number 21. We're the receiver of wisdom. And Eileen still hasn't died yet, so yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to check my brightness really quick. Make sure that subtitles are on so that way you can hear. And it is on number 8. So yeah, we're good as golden. Alright, Walter, we are going to go out. We're going to lie to you because I'm really sick of this apartment building. I'm sure Henry is too. Okay, so 1 lock, 2 locks, 3 locks, and 4. I mean, you had a handgun. I'm pretty sure that you can just pretty much cut the locks open. But anyway, I digress. So now waiting for those awesome PS2 load times. Now keep in mind it is a 11-year-old game now, since we're in 2015. Bum 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 bum. Okay, now waiting for Teneri's Hounson's grand entrance in 3, 2, 1. You? Oh, I can just see the look of disappointment in his eyes. Freedom, dreams shattered. Oh well. You knew this had to be coming.
No way. Not.
Well, yes, here too, definitely. Love how Frank Sunderland really loves to impress his tenants.
Eileen?
And there's Eileen. Awesome. So yes, so the difference of this one is pretty much there's iron bars that are going to block our entrance, so it makes backtracking to the room much more harder. Yeah, and you'll notice that all of the holes are gone, so the only way to go back to your apartment is to physically go back to room 302. So this is Mike the porno guy's apartment. Still hasn't really changed except the elimination of his porno magazines and the addition of twin victims. You'll notice that the song has changed. You'll hear a woman crying. Now this symbolizes Walter's mother's reaction to her losing her baby and abandoning it in the apartment 302. So yeah. Just gonna check around here.
This is our apartment building, but now it looks like
this is definitely our apartment building, and it's definitely some kind of nightmare. So thanks for pointing, Miss Captain Obvious. So these are another victims that we haven't really seen before. These guys are known as, I don't know, I call them naked twin victims because they pretty much look like the other victims, except they're naked and they're a lot more stronger than the other ones. It's kind of like, you know, your Zelda characters, like the Octorok, you have the red Octorok and the blue Octorok. So these are kind of like the blue ones, and these are like the red ones. So if you notice that there is a stairs going down to apartment 201. Yes, where's mommy? We'll find mommy very soon. And again, this is an empty room that has been, I don't know, on the construction of almost 30 years. So here, just a nutrition drink. This is one of our many nutrition drinks that we'll find. And the guy talks about the ritual, which is simply just a rituals. I guess they mean the 21 sacraments, which means that he has to kill 21 victims in order to resurrect the mother, or supposedly. So if you're going down to room 202, you'll see there's a door, and the guy that cocking his gun and laughing, of course, that's Walter. So this is the painter's room where we actually got our knowledge of the people that lived in our apartment. And I was kind of really stupid here. If you guys notice that there is a sword on the bottom, on the floor, that's your 5th and last obedience sword. Now we don't really need this sword that much, since there's only one ghost that's going to haunt us. It's only going to be in room 102, which is just Jimmy Stone, the guy that we actually extinguished. So this is room 203, the alcoholic guy. Hold it. Hold it. I'll keep that one for myself. Not that I would like to drink alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic. Anyway, so going back to room 204. 204, I really like this room. Oh, I don't like this guy, Walter. So this is the lady that loves to cook. She's got a really nice apartment building for being in the other world. Yeah, so the only thing that you would get here is just another health drink, or nutrition drink, as the game likes to call it. And avoid Walter, because he's just pretty darn stupid and hiding behind his cage. Feels like he's protected. So anyways, going back to the door which leads to a lobby which is plagued by 5 of those lovable burping nurses. And surprisingly, you know, Eileen, for a non-playable character, seems to be really helpful. I always give her the chain because it's a really good weapon. It's good long range and it's good power too, but other people agree that the nightstick is also a pretty good weapon, but it has much more shorter ranges. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill them. Yeah, there's definitely 4 or 5 of them. Silent Hill 4 and his oppression of his sound effects, where dogs suddenly sound like jaguars, monkeys sound like jaguars, and nurses burp. It's surprisingly this is the only Silent Hill game where the nurses aren't seen. So going back to the 3rd floor, there's only 2 rooms to explore other than Mike's apartment and our apartment. We're going to go see the sweet old couple room, room 304. Another room that is pretty nice looking for a otherworld. Here we just have another room here. We get ourselves another nutrition drink. Curious to what ails you. Very nice sweet drink. And holy cow, what the hell happened here? This guy appeared out of nowhere. So it's just another twin victim. Easily defeated. And what's in here? Oh, ow! Okay, so this guy here is a wallman. Wallman from Mega Man. So I'm just going to use our health drink since I just took an incredible amount of damage thanks to that guy. Alright, so leaving this room here, we're going to explore a room that we never actually seen before during our first visit. We only seen this in a cutscene, but not actually beginning to explore it. Now, this one here is Eileen's room. Wow, she did lose a lot of blood. I'm kind of surprised that she's actually mobile and whatnot. So the nurse's uniform, that's an excellent secret. Now, the nurse's uniform basically... Oh, unwelcome guest here. So basically, the nurse's uniform is pretty much like a costume that you'll be able to use during your second quest or Brand New Fear. And so giving it to her won't do anything. And surprisingly, the door to her bedroom is locked, so we won't be able to see Robbie the rabbit. The only time we'll be able to see it is if we go to our own apartment. And yes, certainly this is Eileen's blood. Thanks for pointing it out, Captain Obvious. Okay, so now that we're done, basically the 3rd floor, the only time we'll be able to visit it is to go back to our apartment building. Room 302. And we're going back to the 2nd floor and visit the other side, which houses the video game collector, the family with 7 kids, and the kid-friendly Richard Braintree that got a shock of his life by the electric chair that Pikachu once powered. So if you notice on the right, there's a door blocking our 1st floor entrance. So my theory is that if we try to go into this side of this hallway, we might actually get to go to the 1st floor. Okay, so let's go to the first room of the 2nd floor here. Room 205, the video game collector room. This is the room where things happen, and this is the room where you get the tape so you can hear the skin my pig. And if you were to go into this room, you might get something Other than that, a health drink which cures 4 ails you. Now this is really cool, and there's nothing else to
Can't
do.
get out of here?
We're going to leave this room now. We are going to get out of here. Yes, Eileen, we are going to go to this place, and we are going to get it out of this room. Oh, there we go. Hope you like that little rendition of Mario Brothers. Sorry if I kind of comboshed it, but anyways, I wanted to make really cool, funny commentary. Anyway, going back to the kids' room. Who's here? Shoot. That's none other than Walter Sullivan. Thankfully, I have Eileen here. Kill him. Die. Die, double bird, die. Alright, so now that he's down for the count, where's mommy? Good question. I don't know. This is a family room, so hopefully we'll try to find mommy. So this is something pretty new. You know, I still can't get to the fact that Richard's room is the only room in the apartment that does not have a kitchen in here. If I were to assume that he probably doesn't like cooking or he eats out a lot. So, examining his bedroom, you just have pistol bullets, which I don't really need. And of course, here's his blood going out of the apartment building, which could be Mike's blood. So if you notice, the music has changed to a much more brighter and much more, happier tone. So here we're killing off this naked twin victim. So yeah, it kind of takes much more damage even with the rusty axe, which is arguably the best melee weapon in the game. So now we're making our way to the first floor. Well, it's the first time that you actually hear Walter Sullivan calling for his father. Usually he calls for his mom, not his father. And what's this with? You can't see his face. That's strange. Okay, so now room 107 is the music guy's room, where he listens to cool music. Got a crappy bathroom, very small. And in his room, you should be able to find a nutrition drink. Man, I seem to be getting a lot of those. Unfortunately, I'm out of room, so I'm going to have to dispose of some of the drinks. Either by me eating it or drinking it or something like that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Nothing else to explore here. And for God's sakes, Eileen. Jesus, where are you? Eileen. Oh, there you are. You're back at me. Stay together. Eileen has a bad habit of doing that. Alright, so now we're going to go visit our Rachel the nurse who we probably know that was the nurse that took care of Mary Sunderland when she was sick during the events of Silent Hill 2. And of course, in a nurse's apartment, I expect to see some health items like a medical kit, as well as, ooh, nice, an ampoule. A very rare item that heals all. So definitely I am going to be using it for the final boss. So other than that, we're done with there. Another room to explore is Super Frank. And there's Super 6 chains that are blocking his super doorway, which is super secret. Mostly use a lot of supers in there. Alright, so now I'm going to unequip Eileen with the chain for now, for the time being, since I really need to dispose of my items. So Walter's father can't see his face, and then suddenly he just stops there out of motion. So that means that we're free. We're free to explore the apartment building as we came to know and love for the past couple of updates. So basically, I'm gonna make our backtrack all the way back to our apartment. So instead of using the hole that I could have used on the first floor lobby, I'm gonna have to go through the upstairs, go through number 2, Richard Braintree's room, going through the hole to go through apartment 206, the family and risk getting hurt by none other than Walter Sullivan himself. So that's 3. 4, I'm working my way back to room 203, the alcoholics guy. So it makes our track much more longer. Okay, we're still on 4, past those dead bodies. And again, the having that doorway that blocks the first floor entrance doesn't help either. Okay, so go to the alcoholic guy's room, which is over here. Now, from the alcoholic guy, I have to go to the painter's room. The painter's room. Yes, the self-portrait guy. So that's 5. 6. I'm gonna have to leave the painter's room and go to the unknown apartment room, and go up the stairs to the porno guy's room, which is a saver. Thankfully, Sharon Blake, the ghost, isn't nowhere to be seen, which is a good thing. And last but certainly not least, our apartment room. So, kind of 6-7 steps. Now, over here, the apartment room, I'm not sure if I'm going to get a haunting. Maybe, maybe not. We're just waiting for the load. There we go. No, we don't get any hauntings here, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to dispose of some of the rifle bullets, Eileen stuff that she no longer needs, the ampoule, and just keep ourselves the trusty axe, a portable kit, and 2 health drinks, since they might be important to us, since I have yet to explore the other side of apartments 101 to 104, especially the hallway, so we might get some enemies. So you never know. And of course I have to explore Frank's room. So now we're going to go backtrack our way down to the apartment building. So that entails much more backtracking. Ah, and again it seems that the kitchen was removed. So yeah, that's 3 rooms in this whole apartment that's really unfit. It doesn't build up the code since we have no kitchens. Okay. Paint a picture if you want. Yeah, I kind of like that room because it really gave us knowledge of our residents in the South Ashfield Heights building. So here, pretty much going through here, past those burping nurses. 5 of them. And now we're going to go past the video games room guy and going towards the kid room. Oh yeah, I definitely forgot that wall in between. And of course, I'm gonna have to risk getting hurt by Walter. Whoops, sorry. Where am I going? Oh, leave me alone, God. Okay. And finally, Richard Braintree's room. Oh, the electric chair is noticeable here. And now we're just going downstairs, where the music changes to the much more kinder image. I believe this song is called Memories. And it's an appropriate title because we're going to figure out Walter's memories now. So there are 6 chains in the way. I can't get to open. Well, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to relive Walter's memories, and we're going to talk to some ghosts. Ooh, scary! Scary ghosts. So if you could check the apartment here, I'm going to try to go up the stairs. You'll notice that, you know, there's a big door that's blocking us. You know, for some reason, Henry Townsend has all these arsenals and he can't really break down a door. Yeah, doors are really powerful. Okay, so going into the other side of the 100 levels, now we're going to go to apartment 101, which is the gun maniac's room. So in here we have a twin victim. And of course I'm going to get hurt with these things, because these are really powerful. And there's another one. Receiver. You know, it's not really polite to point at people, you know that, eh? Okay, that's the naked one. Oh, sorry about that. On duty called, I have to go somewhere. So now I'm back. Try to hit him again. As you can see, it took a lot more damage to put one down. Okay, so...
Little crybaby.
Hey, they forgot to mention stupid. I can only think of it as Walter's father. You know, I kind of really was disappointed with this room here. All these guns that we could have used were just in fact models. Damn. Such a shame.
Hurry up. Get packed.
Hurry up. Get packed. Get packed for what? So in here, the real thing in this room is his pistol bullets. Awesome. It's the real deal, man. It's the real deal. Alright, so leaving this disappointed room. Now we're gonna go to the one where we have meow, meow. The cat. That's where we saw the dead cat body. Now this is the room where I just told you that there will be a ghost. And that's pretty much why he's holding his head like a headache. So yeah, there's Jimmy Stone. A couple of hits, and he's down for the count. So we don't really need your reading sword. But mind you, I kind of recommending not taking it anyway, because it does take a lot of your inventory. And as well as that, I killed all the most important ghosts.
If that super hears him, we're in trouble. There's something about that guy. I just don't like the look.
Yeah, I don't like the look of him. He's kind of strange, isn't he, Frank? He tells his tenants that he keeps 30-year-old umbilical cords in his room. Good to know, good to know. So now going on to room 103, which is a unknown room that's probably inhabited by two of those naked twin victims. So just kill them. Nothing to see here. You know, I really could have used Eileen at this point, because I'm not actually doing so good here. Ow, jeez. They take a lot of hits to hit. Kill. There we go. He's down. So use up our nutrition drink and we get it back. And just make sure to talk to this guy here.
Let's get out of here. I can't stand it anymore.
Okay, so then we have our fourth ghost, our fifth one.
Oh, shut the hell up. You can't blame it all on me.
No offense, at first impression, you know that Walter's father is kind of an asshole. To be abandoning a poor baby. No, you really got to feel sorry for Walter Sullivan. I mean, he did all what he could do. I mean, at this point, when you lose your mom and you figure out a way to try to resurrect her, you'll try to believe anything in here. So, in here, there's just Wallman and a portable medical kit, which is pretty useful. Now, you hear groaning going on, other than Wallman, and there is another ghost here. I'm kind of contemplating where it actually is. I do know it's right near the elevator towards your left.
I told you we shouldn't have a baby, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you gotta feel sorry for Walter. Alright, so we're pretty much done the apartment now. The only room to explore is Superintendent Frank, which has a super secret in here. Alright, so once you talk to all 6 of the ghosts, you should have a cutscene, like the one here.
Eileen?
It's terrible. That poor little boy.
Oh, wow. Could that be his father? Just maybe. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there.
His parents just threw him away right after he was born.
That's terrible parenting, eh? Terrible. Are you gonna be okay, Eileen?
Poor thing. He really thinks that room 302 is his mother. I've gotta help him.
And I've gotta help him too. Unfortunately, not the part of help that you probably would want to do. I'm gonna have to kill him. Alright, so now that our chains are over, we're gonna go back to Super Frank's room. And it would be a super idea to figure out what he has in his super room. So if you go to his super bedroom, you should find his super duper health drink or nutrition drink. Woohoo! The cure to what ails ya. And going to his super living room, we should see a super red box, which contains his umbilical cord. Get a whiff of that super duper 30-year-old stench that's the umbilical cord. Haha, burn donuts.
Henry? Are you okay?
Kinda like her. Oh.
He's crying. Even finishing the 21 sacraments? It won't help that boy. I'm going back, Henry. To the room where he is. We're the only ones. The only ones that can stop him.
Alright, Eileen, I'll be with you in a moment. You know, for a character, she's actually really comforting. And then she really deeply cares for Walter and Henry. Well, I guess it seems logical because Eileen acts kind of like the mother figure to Walter, at least to baby Walter anyway. So, got the umbilical cord. Fun. You kept it for 30 years. 30 years. It's gotta smell. And pretty much we are done with the apartment. So now the only goal is to go back to the start where we once came. So if you'll notice, when you leave the room, you'll start to hear, well, cutscene, of course. Something eerie is gonna happen, I just know it. Here's Walter. Was that a globe? Who's that guy? Eileen, where are you going? There's a paper. Uh-oh. I don't like to look at this. Uh-oh. Is that enemies? There's stairs leading upstairs. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. Oh, crap. No, no. Two twin victims. Maybe more. Okay, so if you guys check... Hang on. There's a paper here. I want to see the paper. Read the paper. Read all about it. And it shows this woman. Is this Eileen? Well, hope to God it's not. Alright, so you probably notice that you hear a bell gonging in the background. Basically, the time is nigh. So now we're going to go and likely use the umbilical cord and put it on Walter. Okay, so when you leave and going to visit Richard's room, you'll notice that there's wallmen that are going to appear. Now, consequently, if you do not defeat Richard Braintree in the building world, he will appear in his apartment room. So, yeah. I'm just going to avoid these guys here because it makes no sense of killing 4 of them and depleting my health because I need to save energy. Okay, past those 5 guys here. Yeah, making our way back to our old apartment building. Whoa. And I keep doing that. I'm sorry guys, I keep doing that. So, apartment 203, the drunk guy's room. Nothing here too much, but anyway, here we go. To the painter's room, open the door, and finally back to 201 and 301, which is no longer occupied. Sweet. Okay, we hear crying, don't worry, we will save your boy. Now, right before our apartment, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 twin victims. Trippy. Okay, so we are almost done the game, and there will be 1 more episode to follow. Waiting for those load times. So, great, we got another haunting. Now, this is the haunting where your walls start to form cracks. So that is a tame haunting, really easy to dispel. So I'm just going to deposit some of the stuff that we no longer need. Yeah, just use a holy candle and watch in awe how I cured this haunting. Oop. Abracadabra, alakazam, those lightly cracks, you be gone. Yeah, just like magic. And that also appears in your bedroom as well. Anything else? I think that's it.